So in the middle of 2022, I was feeling overwhelmed. I went from always being on my A game, developing my body, developing my mind, always being consistent with my habits, to completely stopping all of that. The change happened because I went to Portugal for 3 months. I wanted to work abroad, so I packed my bag and I traveled there. But then I realized that I skipped the gym a lot. I made excuses, my sleep schedule went all over the place, my work ethic, everything, it changed for the worst. And then when I came back to Sweden, I had the same problems 6 months after the trip. The disruption of habit that I had completely threw me off. I went from being fairly fit to having an average body. It wasn't until recently that I cracked the code and actually returned to my good old habits. Now I follow them religiously and I have more energy than ever. So maybe you're wondering how I did it. How did I manage to get out of this rut? That's why I made this video. This video is for you and for me to watch when we potentially get in this rut again. Being in that mindset happens to the best of us. So if you're feeling this experience of being dizzy, of having this clouded mind, not seeing straight, right? Thinking slowly, even though you have taken caffeine previously, not feeling that you have slept well and waking up and always not wanting to get out of bed, feeling that the whole day just passes you by, you did not have fun and you weren't productive. That's when you can confidently say that you're in a rut. And this rut can be a product of many things. It can be because of burnout, because of change of habits, because of change of environment. But in the end, I realized that it comes down to one thing, and it's a lack of discipline. One of the first things that you might notice is that your sleep is unregulated. So you don't really have a consistent sleep schedule. You wake up at late sometimes, especially during the weekends. Maybe you haven't, school or uni during the weekdays, so you wake up a bit earlier on those days. You don't get the 8 hours of sleep every single day. Another thing that you might notice is that you always need some sort of stimulation. For me, I always felt that I needed music all the time. I always needed music when I was doing the dishes or when I was cleaning my room. I always needed stimulation, or I would feel crazy. Like, it hurts just thinking about not having music going on. I was scrolling on TikTok, and then when I stopped that, I went to Instagram Reels. I always needed some sort of stimulation to keep my brain going. Even when I was brushing my teeth, I would have the video playing, so I would hear something going on. If it was dead quiet, I would feel pain in my head. You might also realize that you're procrastinating a lot. The things you have planned, you put them off to the last second, and when you finally start sitting down and doing them, it's very late and you realize that you have no time. And same thing goes to your hygiene. You don't clean up after yourself in the room. Maybe you don't take as regular showers. Maybe you don't brush your teeth as often as you should do. And this all builds up stress and anxiety. These piles of goals that you have set for yourself and these obligations start piling up day by day by day, and you start feeling more and more overwhelmed. So how did I finally get out of this rut? The first habit that I implemented was actually cleaning my room. As simple as it sounds, it really does help. For me, a cluttered room means a cluttered mind. When my mind is clear, so is my room. When my mind starts getting cluttered, my room automatically gets cluttered. It's like a reflection of my mind. So if you want to get this clear focus, I would suggest you to clean your room, as simple as this sounds. Another habit that I did was cutting out all the stimuli. You probably heard of this, but this, for me, I took it to the extreme. I didn't listen to any music, I didn't watch on TikTok or Instagram, I even deleted the apps. And I didn't even watch YouTube when I was trying to eat, but I didn't do all of these cold turkey. I started slowly. For example, I would, instead of watching Netflix, I would maybe start watching something productive on the PC. And so I, took one step at a time. I did not just completely cut it out. But we're all different. If you're the type of person that would cut all stimuli out right away and you feel that will help you, then do it. And another thing I started doing was actually using this journal. This journal is fantastic. It's called the 5-minute journal, and it has many good things. For example, what I'm grateful for. So, I every morning wake up and I journal what I'm grateful for, what would make today great, and my daily affirmations. And at the end of the day, I write down the highlights of the day and what I learned for that day. And I don't know, I just really like that because it has so many great things that you have. So when you're in a rut, Maybe you don't want to open up your phone and do the apps. You want to physically write down what you have to do, what you're grateful for, and it's kind of like a positive reminder. I really like the notebook. If you want to get it, it's called the 5-minute journal. I'm not sponsored at all, but yeah, it's a really cool gift that I actually got, and I've used it ever since I got it, and it's really nice. Another key thing that I actually do every single day is identifying myself as an athlete or as a productive person, as a disciplined person, and not this loser of a person. So before, I would judge myself because of my past. I would look at my past and I'd be like, damn, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you are awful, you're really unproductive, you're a waste of space, and I would judge myself for that. But that actually made me feel worse and made me spiral even more. Getting criticism is important, but talk to yourself as a coach and identify yourself as something better. Instead of seeing yourself as a loser of a person, see yourself as the hero of the story, just have gotten a couple of cuts and is now going for redemption. So remember, discipline takes time and effort, and it's not easy at all to build. But with discipline, basically doing something when you don't even feel like doing it, these habits that I have listed down to you is only tools that you can use to get better and better discipline. They work for me, and I hope they work for you. So if you're feeling stuck, take action by doing these things. Start by creating a routine for you. Everybody is unique. See what you like and what you would benefit from and start implementing that. This is about developing self-respect and doing the things that you say you want to do. So take action today and start living your best life. And remember the physics rule. An object at rest wants to stay at rest, and an object in motion wants to stay in motion. I can guarantee that this will change your life. So come back to this video in 2 weeks by implementing these habits and tell me how it went. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.